Newton and the Patriots with a 1st and 10 at their own 43. He'll look to throw right away. That's going to be caught. It's Jacoby Myers.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect.
1st down, Patriots.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They'll run for the first time with Sony Michel. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of week 1. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10.
Watch the safety creep. Check the backer, check the backer. Slam. Check 9, check 9.
Singletary to get the drive started. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Singletary, the ball carrier.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On 2nd and 9, Mariota. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, so much for getting separation. No chance there. Locked down tight, forcing the incompletion on that attempt.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Mariota to throw it. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
And he puts it through.
Makes the score Patriots 10, Bills nothing. Eddie Pinheiro set to kick.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
5-yard line. The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. Back to it after the pick six. Mariota. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. And he'll be out right at the 35. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. Took him 5 tries, but he is able to complete that first pass of the game.
And could you hear the exhale all the way up here? Not just from him, coaching staff, offensive line, receivers. Now he's off the schneid. Can they get him going in a nice groove where he becomes a little more consistent throwing the football?
Because you miss those first 2, but you get up the 0 for 4 range. That can be a little tricky, but able to settle in, hopefully.
Yeah, now you won't have any confidence issues. Now you kind of get it back even with just one throw.
Call it a gain of 5, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
Now that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on 1st down. They're ahead of the chains now.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Mariota. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
The last catch took him 2 yards in the wrong direction, so now what can they do on 3rd? To the air again, Mariota. And that will be incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Here's Hyde, and he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Pats at the line ready to go. They're looking sharp, out early to a 10-zip lead and looking for more as they've got it 1st and 10. The drive starts with a completion left side. 7 yards to pick up there.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave it with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
Out of the gun, Newton. And that's complete to the tight end, Devin Asiasi. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the 1st. A shotgun snap for Newton. His throw incomplete. Jacoby Myers, the intended receiver, but it's going to be 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. On the ground, this is Michel. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Matt Milano.
We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this 1st quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he will have a Patriots 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That 3rd down conversion good for 23. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory as they're down to the 29-yard line. From the gun, here's Newton. He'll get this into the hands of Breida. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 6. Here's the first carry from Matt Breida. And again, this Buffalo defense there in run support to stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. Operating from the gun, Newton. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted, picked off at the 18, and he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Singletary. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. They get 6. That'll leave him with 3rd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Makes it 3rd and 4.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. They get the first. The decision to run on 3rd and medium winds up being a good one.
10 at the 39-yard line.
Right there, 54, right there, 54.
Working out of the gun, Mariota. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. A sack by Brandon Graham. He's been doing that since he entered the league in 2010. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Another try after the 1st down sack. Mariota. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
44-yard line.
Here's Singletary. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
Devin Singletary.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole.
4 yards.
Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
40-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Throwing, Mariota. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Jared Cook, the tight end, was the target. But now it'll be third down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Seventh play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Throwing is Mariota. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. A nice first down pickup on a gain of 6.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Here we go.
To throw is Mariota. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. And hear the pressure from the outside linebacking spot.
And normally when that happens and they're able to get home, that means the other guys on his team helped him out a lot. That they occupied people to allow it to be no less than a one-on-one situation allows him to get home.
On 2nd down, Singletary able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
The Bills on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Now Mariota. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
Yeah, turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down.
Here we go.
Now Michelle. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Michelle, the ball carrier.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense. And here we go. Watch the shit. Watch the shit. Hey, watch the shit.
On the ground, Michelle. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
first down. Here's Breida. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position end up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
And he'll get it down on the play to the 37.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton. That's complete into the hands of Myers. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. Just they move, and they know it affects the defense, because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary. I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
7 yards there and a first down.
Ready?
They'll run it. This is Michel. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Here's Breida. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
It's a gain of a yard, and it's 3rd down.
This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half, 10-0 our score. And we remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll hand things off to the coach, Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have a look back at a very intriguing opening weekend in the NFL. Here's Newton. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. They're running it. It's Michel. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown.
Touchdown.
A 15-yard touchdown run. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. And each guy has his own assignment that allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They're down 17-0, really needing to find that offensive spark on this drive as they have it with a 1st and 10. And he gets this one to Ridley complete. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. From the gun, Mariota. And Jones has it over the middle. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Now a timeout called for by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one goes for 24 yards.
Another Bills first down. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
First and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle. And he's got him. Got his man on the end route. Complete.
Mariota's
now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter.
At the Patriots' 24-yard line.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Again, it's Mariota. And brought in by the tight end Cook. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 15-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Final play of the half here. Mariota looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So we reach halftime here at our first Monday Nighter of the season. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And this carries into the end zone. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback.